This is what's great about sports. This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game.
Winning isn't everything, but it's the only thing. In our business, there is no second place. Either you're first or you're last.
Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready?
And now, the W with Walls and the crew.
Good morning.
Where winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. On 100.1 FM.
Good morning.
And Facebook Live.
Another Saturday morning with the W Show, Kansas City, talking sports and pop culture. If this is your first time checking us out, we greatly appreciate you making us a part of your Saturday morning. We're here at Dick's Sporting Goods. If the background looks a little familiar, 119th and Knoll is where we are for the Christian Okoye Foundation Incorporated Shop with a Pro. They partnered with Dick's Sporting Goods, also the Third Neil Smith and Derek Thomas Third and Long Foundation. We have a former Chiefs player, if you guys know, familiar face. Sean Barber is joining us on the show. What's happening, Sean?
I love being in the building, man. Having an opportunity to shop with these kids. Man, between Christian and Neil, it's just a phenomenal opportunity for guys just to spend a little bit of time in that morning, a couple hours.
Yeah.
Just giving back to the community. You know, we always do what we can, man. Ambassador groups, always throughout the year, trying to find ways to give back and just appreciate Third and Long Foundation.
Yeah.
Appreciate you because you're always wherever there's an opportunity and need, man. Steve, you always show up. You show up and show out. So I appreciate you.
Heck yeah. Let's talk a little bit about just with the Chiefs ambassadors, just being out in the community. How important is that?
I mean, I always feel like it's kind of our duty because, like, when we played, the fans paid for the tickets and paid for your salary. Everything you got is, you know, funding that came from the community that kept you here, right?
Of course.
And then as a retired player, you find a place to make your home. And now my kids are in the school system. You know, we out here in Blue Valley and stuff, but we're doing Blue Valley Rec and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's only right for me to, like, find ways to give back to the community that you know, gave me so much when I played. So not just your cheers, but I mean, I know, listen, it's harder in money that's people are paying for those tickets to support the team and stuff like that. So, I mean, I just think it's only right for alumni to give back any way they can.
And these kids get to shop with, of course, former Chiefs players.
Deron Cherry, Ricky Sigler, a bunch of guys always show up and show out. That's why I said, man, the ambassador group does a good job of just organizing it, making sure we all on each other's calendar.
Of course.
Because these events, this is alumni weekend. Obviously, they're putting Tom Bailey into the hall. So we got a lot of ex-players. Warfield's back in town. Kavika Mitchell back in town.
Really?
Jason Dunn. We got a lot of cats that don't live here that came back for the weekend. And so I love the way they organized this to fall on that weekend so we can get the best of our alumni.
Yeah, it makes everybody get out, man. That's a good deal.
This may make me become a Chiefs fan.
You know, it's sitting next to a 49ers guy right there. He likes 49er and an Eagle. How about that?
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah.
Well, when you were shopping with the youth, what was that thing that it was on the kids' list, like to get?
Oh, everybody wants a pair of Jordans.
Really? Okay.
They start over. I mean, so every kid I think get $150.
Okay.
And you kind of look at the kid like, man, that's one pair of Jordans.
Right.
And the funny thing is, like, once you talk them off that ledge and start like being real with him, you say, man, listen, we can get you 2 pair of, you know, $60 shoes,
of course,
and sweatshirt and a t-shirt and some socks. Like, you know, that $150, we can make that thing kind of stretch out to be something good. Things is gonna last you a lot longer than that one pair of shoes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That one pair of shoes gets scuffed up, Nate. They ain't that no more. So,
that makes sense.
Just trying to teach them some, you know, just, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, being a little frugal, be a little common sense. But there's a number of kids you'd be surprised that because you know that at the end of the day, this is going to be their Christmas. And a number of kids do say, I want to get something for my brother. I want to get something for my mom. Like, you know, I want to get something for my family type thing. And so that always is what kind of brings it back to home, which is, you know, listen, no matter what these kids' situations are, people are people. You know, they're humble, hardworking, and even at a young age. we had a chance to meet a young lady. She wanted a pair of basketball shorts and everything. So she comes up and she's like, "Hello, how you doing?" This and that. And I was just so taken aback by how well spoken she was.
Yeah.
Just putting herself out there like I'm a stranger, but she didn't know anything about me, anything like that. So Ricky brought her up to me. But I mean, you just again, I spend so much time around my own kids. I know how they are, and I know how their teammates and their friends are. But it's just it's a blessing to see that. Man, there's so many young people, young folk out here trying to get to the next level. Next ring, the next stage in life. It's whatever we can do to help them, man. Just make things a little bit easier, especially around these holiday times. Times are tough, man.
Right. And you brought something up. I know I saw a lot of families in line. And for you said one kid, thought about buying something for his siblings. Man, that'd be hard to hear, man. Like I'm gonna use part of my stuff to go get me something and then go buy the rest of my family members something. Selfishness, man. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is. That's what it's about, being selfless. What would be that one thing that you guys would get on that with that gift card in here? If you just in here and you got a gift card.
If I was a kid, I'd be in that realm. As a kid, I wasn't into Jordans and all that. So yeah, give me a couple of pairs of shorts. Give me a sweater or something like that. Yeah. Like I'd be running around trying to find some stuff that I would really mess with. So, Mike, what about you?
Man, I don't know. It's so much stuff.
he going for the Jordans.
I wasn't a Jordan guy, man.
Yeah.
Probably a basketball. If I was a little kid, probably a basketball, something that can help me out. Or that little boxing thing that lady's got right there, help me learn how to knock people out. It's hard being a 49er fan in Chiefs Nation, boy. It's violent.
Listen, 49ers fan, go ahead and hibernate.
Hey, listen, go ahead and take a nap.
The season ain't over, but the season's over.
Yeah,
right? I mean, it's time to let those vets, put them on the shelf, let them heal up. I mean,
get Purdy his money, figure out what we're gonna do next year, get a draft pick.
Get a head start.
He's been a realist now.
No, I've always been a realist. What are you saying?
Just last week he was like, we still got a CMC, baby.
No, we still had it because we technically
6-6, right?
Yeah, listen,
the leader, right? Is Rams or the Seahawks?
Yeah, the division is still good.
So you can't straddle the fence. Y'all either done or y'all got it. Which one is it? Playoffs or not?
It's called.
He trying to keep up alive.
Optimistically, just like until after tomorrow. I'll close my eyes.
Barbershop. Before we let you go, man. Prediction for Chiefs, man. Are they gonna win out, or what do you think?
Yeah, I had an opportunity so I was at Buffalo Wild Wings last night doing the fan only show.
Okay.
Desmond Moses was my guest.
Really?
So we chopped it up a lot. We talked about the hit on Lawrence. We spent so much time on that.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm a physical type person. I play the game. So at the end of the day, I'm like, listen, it's up to the quarterbacks to. It's like a boxing match. When the bell rings, protect yourself at all times.
Yeah, right, definitely.
You on the field. All that giving yourself up, let's get rid of that. Let's get no more giving yourself up. Get down.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Get down.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Like once a guy is on the ground down, you just touch him down. So no more putting your whole body weight or sparing him or hitting him while he's down.
Yeah.
But as long as you are within the boundaries, that's football. There ain't no timeout.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? You fighting somebody in the box, man. No, timeout. No, man, shut your butt. I'm gonna knock you out. And so I just again, it's a physical sport. All the rules have always been how to increase more scoring, offense. And now you're telling defenders we got to go from full speed to zero.
Yeah.
And we got to guess his intentions.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one time Josh Allen, even Patrick Mahomes, Caleb, all of them have you ever done the hezzy?
Yeah.
Where you gave a guy a little bit I might be going down. Kenny Pickett. The second a quarterback did that, he gave up the rights for everybody else in the league to ever do that.
Yeah.
No, you can't embarrass me because you're trying to play games and
Next
stuff.
time I'm knocking you out.
And that's funny though, because there's social media right now. I know some people were talking about Patrick Mahomes and him not, thinking about it's happened twice where one of them won him a game against, I think it was the 49ers, where it was he was going out of bounds, and then
30 years of friendship.
He could have mentioned.
No, it happened.
So when I'm walking with a pro, what do you want? Nothing for him.
He could have mentioned the Tampa Bay game. Yeah. He could have mentioned the Panthers game.
A couple of weeks ago when he straddled out of bounds. Now he's gonna mention my team.
But I mean, is that a thing? Because people are making it it's a big deal. You think he's doing it intentionally, or
yes, you taking advantage of the rules. Listen, I'm all for taking advantage of the rules. Everything is everything, but if you're telling me this quarterback is protected in the pocket, as soon as you break the pocket, you are now a runner of the ball.
You're a ball.
So there is no situation for you to give yourself up. And they said, well, any player can give himself up.
Yeah.
A tight end can just give himself up and say, you know what, I'm done. No.
Yeah.
Like that's not a part of football.
No.
There is no giving yourself up. All right. Like, so if you want to take a knee like a quarterback does,
right?
Which means like the play is over. How do you expect a quarterback to slow himself out to take a knee?
Same with the
same
defender.
way you expect
I think about a defender trying to change his momentum from fast to slow, and then what if he tears his ACL trying to adjust to the offensive player?
Yes.
Like, how do you ask somebody to stop their momentum that close, and their whole direction is to knock you out?
Yeah.
Like, I understand Alzir has some issues.
No, he do. I want him on my team.
I always,
yeah.
But I believe, like, listen, man, you just now going down. I gotta follow through, because if I don't follow through, I can hurt myself not following through. Because that's how it is. When you go up, you got to go up with some intention. If you don't, you're probably gonna get hurt.
Of course.
If you hesitate, you get hurt.
He's a former Niner too, so I know that's where.
Yeah, I know. That's great.
Bang bang, Niner game. Listen, man, I know all the
bang,
right.
Was that suspension? Though? Was that too much?
That was too much.
Too much. Wait.
I think they were sending a message though.
Nah, it's media driven, man. It's media driven. They knocked out one of our quarterbacks, which is the moneymaker.
IR. So that's.
I think the IR is just they're saving up the season and trying to. Yeah, that's all that is.
I watch film. I watch games. In week like 2, he almost decapitated Williams on the side of the Bears.
Yeah,
and they saw the big brawl and everything. You go back to it, like Caleb Williams, like he was like taking a beeline to the out of bounds. Like he was racing them. Like I want to get out of bounds because I don't want you to hit me.
Right.
And he was like one step from out of bounds. He still hit him anyway.
Yeah.
And to me, like that's still legal.
Yeah. You in bounds.
Right.
Okay.
If you can't make it to the out of bounds before I get there, you better get down way before I get there.
Yep.
Tag you
like
in.
It's really
you're not on base. Tag you in, brother.
Bro, or throw the ball away.
Yeah,
that's true too.
You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to run the ball. Throw it away. You ain't ready for that smoke. Get rid of the ball. It's incomplete. It goes right back to the line of scrimmage. They got so many outs to be able to like avoid the contact.
Right. Yep.
They want to play around with fire, and then they go to cry when they get burnt. Like that's not grown people being grown.
That's true. That's true. But at some point, it's gonna come to a head, which I think it did, because you got guys like Josh Allen that will match fire with fire, or jump over you, make you look crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Pat ain't doing that though.
Man, hey, 2 balls. 1, 2, 3. Barbershop, we appreciate your time, sir, man. They do. They do. All right, we'll be right back. This is the W Show live from Dix on 119th and all. This is the W Show. We're out.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Come spin with us, Kansas City. KC We Spin 360 is the coolest 360 video spinner experience for events. KC We Spin 360 is taking it to the next level. The 360 video spinner platform rental will be the life of the party. Everyone will be talking about their 360 video experience while bragging about it on their social media pages. The captivating slow motion and reverse effects will have your guests feeling like celebrities. The KC We Spin 360 video spinner can capture slow-mo videos, GIFs, and boomerangs from every angle. Specializing in corporate events, weddings, social gatherings, bar bat mitzvahs, school events, and fundraisers, KC We Spin 360 can be found online at kcwespin360.com. Come spin with us, Kansas City.
Your loved ones matter the most. Take the burden away by pre-planning personal arrangements that fit you and your family perfectly. Golden Gate Funeral and Cremation Services will be here to comfort your family and take special requests. Plan and feel confident your loved ones will be less stressed and can console each other in their time of need. We will be here when you need us at 816-231-GATE or visit kcgoldengate.com. Exchanging your grief for a golden experience.
Football fans, you can't spell gate without Gates, and great tailgates start with Gates sauces and seasonings. Named synonymous with mouth-watering tailgates. When you make your list of tailgate essentials, add Gates sauces and seasonings to that list. Spice up your tailgate experience with that unmistakable great taste. Available in 4 tantalizing flavors: classic, sweet, mild, and hot. Find it at your local grocer, and if you don't see it, ask for it. Visit GatesBarbecue.com to purchase any of the great sauces and seasonings. Great tailgates start with Gates.
And now, here are the biggest sports headlines from this week. We bring them to you every Saturday morning on the W with Walls and the Crew on 100.1 FM and Facebook Live.
We like to send our thoughts and condolences and prayers to the family of Al Fitzmorris, former Royal who passed away earlier this week at 78. Fitzmorris spent 8 seasons with the Royals. He stayed in Kansas City after his career was over. So we're here, of course, Third and Long Foundation, also Christian Okoye Foundation, Shot with the Pro. And Al Fitzmorris, of course, anytime Third and Long Foundation, football related, he still, as a former Royal, he would still come out and spend his time. So our thoughts and prayers definitely go out to his family. Great baseball player. Yeah, and it's cool to see like the intermingle of baseball and football. Kansas City is Kansas City as far as sports goes.
It's always great when athletes link up.
For sure. Talking about athletes linking up, man. Brothers, Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce, they were on the Heights podcast earlier this week, and Travis said that he's not on the same page as Patrick.
I saw that.
Yeah.
But I think we've also seen that during the game. It was the I don't know, the connection that they've had in past seasons. It was almost like, as soon as he sees Travis, throws it to him, like, we're good to go. But not gonna lie, like when he passes the ball to or throws the ball to Travis, I'm just like, what's gonna happen? But yeah, you can definitely see that they're not on the same page. Are they in the same book?
I mean, now,
was he going to too many concerts this summer?
No, you know what? I think it is. And the crazy thing about it is they've played a lot. I was listening to something yesterday, and it talked about how since they've gone into the postseason for so many years, you have the rookies that have played for 3 years, and it's like they play 4 because the amount of postseasons that they've played amounts to a full season. So Travis and Patrick has played a lot of football. And then from being in the offseason, it's like, all right, if we don't connect in the offseason, okay, it doesn't matter. We've been on the field. Travis has played 10 years, but it's really like 11, almost 12. So I think this is kind of just one of those things, frustration because of the past success that they've had. And now they haven't had that current success. But I think they're gamers, man. It'll come through when it's supposed to. Why are you looking like that?
You think so? They should be John Stock and Karl Malone.
No, and that's not how football works.
Yeah, I know.
Especially when you look at season to season and the different wide receiving cores that they've had. This year, Patrick doesn't trust anybody. And
why is that? Why do you think that is?
Partly because of last year, partly because it's been almost like a pick and pull junkyard sale on wide receivers. You get DeAndre Hopkins that comes in here. He's been here, 3 weeks? In Andy Reid's offense, we talk about it all the time. McColl's told us it takes at least 2 years to get acclimated to the playbook. So you have a guy that is as dynamic as DeAndre Hopkins that can run pretty much any route in the route tree. Patrick hasn't had time to throw to him and get the timing down. So a lot of what you see with Patrick throwing to him, it's right on his body. It's low and away from the defender.
Yeah,
like it's giving DeAndre a time to be an athlete, but also you don't have your timing down. You don't know, like DeAndre doesn't know when Pat is rolling out if he's gonna go. He doesn't know the different nuances of the offense. So that mixed in with no Rashee Rice. A lot of the different guys that he's relied on in the past.
Yeah.
And then you have defense is really keying on Travis to allow anybody else to beat them. And of course, others have beat them. But when it comes to playoff time and you don't trust your receivers, that it could be tough. And especially when it starts getting below 30.
I was going to say, I do feel like, just piggybacking off of you, the defenders kind of honing in on Travis. I feel like we saw that a lot last year. And maybe that was the start of them kind of like losing connection because he wasn't able to get to Travis as much. So he was trying to depend on some of the other receivers. We saw a lot of drop balls. Then we had like the most last year, the most drop balls in the league. So I do think, to your point, we saw that last year because Travis was He's the man. When he gets going, he's gonna go.
Yeah.
So
I think y'all straddling away from the most common thing that's there. He's old. It's over. He's a tight end. He's older than Gronk, right?
Mm-hmm.
His time is over. I know you looking at me like, okay, wait until we win the Super Bowl.
No, I'm not.
But you know what? Today I'm not going to speak any negativity. It's December. I forgot my Santa hat. All praise to the Chiefs. I hope everything goes well.
Why you look like
Get
that?
out of here.
No, but
Go
you know,
Chiefs, baby.
You know what though? Like people have said that all season, and the weird thing about it is they've had the issues last year. You mentioned like you have a bunch of a new cast, a new role cast of characters this year. But I feel like from Patrick's standpoint, is he had to go through that last year with the drops, with the not trusting anybody and figuring out, all right, Rashee Rice, you my dude, I gotta trust you. Travis Kelce, all right, I know that you may be on a decline or whatever, but I still gotta trust you. I still gotta give you your targets. At some point, he's not gonna be bad the whole season.
No.
Like you think about, I just think about other players like you can talk about Josh Allen. He's not going to be bad the whole season, but he's not going to be MVP caliber the whole season either. Yeah. So it can work both ways. So I think Patrick is not going to be bad the whole season. You think about since you talk about DeAndre Hopkins coming, I think he threw 13 interceptions prior to D-Hop coming. He's only thrown 3 since D-Hop's been here.
Yeah.
So I think there is some synergy there. But then you mix all those guys, like you were saying, it's kind of like, all right, where does Travis fit in that mix?
He's got a lot of missed throws, though. He is looking a little erratic, and I think
how much of that was the left tackle?
The left tackle.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say.
Because the left tackle, once he rolls out, he's rolling for his life, and then he's throwing the ball or whatever. So I think that has a lot to do with it. We'll see what DJ Humphries will do this week against a great Chargers team, but I got Chargers plus 7.5.
Okay, say that in the camera so people can see you.
I got the Chiefs winning, but I got the spread at 7.5. Don't play with my FanDuel. It's Christmas time.
And I think that's a valid point because he doesn't trust the receivers. He also doesn't trust his tackles right now. And we saw it in the last game when I think it was the 5th sack that he had in that game. And he was running to the sideline, basically telling coach to get him out of there. And when you get to that level of frustration, you aren't on the same page. You don't trust a lot of people on your team. And I say it every year, the Chiefs are always chasing the ghost of Tyreek Hill. And it's tough to go from that.
You don't think they're beyond that by now? I mean, you won 2 Super Bowls since Tyreek.
No.
Okay.
Why would you bring in Hollywood Brown?
I mean, because you need somebody similar.
So you need a small, speedy guy.
Yeah.
Still not Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
And that's the tough thing for the Chiefs to get away from is trying to find this replacement for Tyreek Hill. And you can't, because you need somebody, again, that can take the top off of the defense.
All pro.
So it can open up your check downs for Travis and whatever running back they have coming out of the backfield. And it's just not working out for him this year. And you're able to skirt by Patrick being Superman. And he's
look. You see, it's condescending. Look, listen.
I'm just looking. It's interesting.
He's like, but we winning though. You really listen. As a real Chiefs fan, are you really enjoying how you guys are winning by the smallest of margins?
Absolutely not. No,
I'm
not enjoying it.
Thank you. You can't. Heart attack.
Absolutely. I'm like biting my fingernails watching it too. But I was telling someone the other day, I was like, I think we're so used to us winning or finding a way to pull away in the last seconds too. It's almost like you do have to watch it to the very end until that clock says 0, 0, 0. There's nothing else on there. Then it's kind of like, okay, cool. But it hasn't been enjoyable. It's enjoyable after the game is over. I could be like, whew, we live to see another day. But I am stressed.
But there's some Sundays where you meet a team like the Buffalo Bills that don't have deficiencies on very key positions. So yeah, it's a gift and a curse, because it's a gift because you could rely on, we have 11 wins. We have this. But then similar to the Patriots, you get to that postseason and you get teams that are really kicking it in gear, and you're still relying on one guy to be Superman.
who's not super right
Sometimes those superpowers don't happen, and we saw it in Tampa a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but sometimes though, think about it. Patrick hasn't been Superman this year,
That's what
so
we
you're
said.
not relying.
he
you're not
has.
relying on him.
He has.
No.
He has.
He hasn't.
No,
No.
he was playing like
it was
his scout
it
report
was
coming
George
out of
Car.
college.
Listen, no, not this year. It was George Karlaftis blocking a field goal. It was a muff snap. So there was other scenarios,
but also
no
you
call
have
in the Atlanta game.
the other stuff wasn't Patrick having to drive down the field and score a touchdown.
And that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of it was Patrick really just needing 40 yards to put the kicker in field goal position.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Like Patrick is going to be Superman, but sometimes those powers can get neutralized. And it's tough for young teams to neutralize that power. But then again, when you face a team like the Buffalo Bills that they're still hungry to beat this team to go to the Super Bowl.
Pittsburgh.
And that's what I'm saying. You have teams that are very hungry and very talented and very capable. And this Chiefs team is not infallible, but they've gotten, I won't even say they've gotten lucky because you get what you put into the game.
True.
And clearly they put a lot into the game and they've eked by, but I think it would look a lot different if you had EB over there on that sideline. So
what do you do with Travis Kelce's contract next year when you see these holes in your offense and defense
you keep paying
pile up, but he's a hometown?
You keep paying him.
No, yeah, you let that ride out.
You let it ride out?
Yes.
So you'll go 6 and 11.
From a business standpoint,
You let it ride out.
do you get rid of your Travis Kelce dating a superstar has brought in a lot of revenue to this Chiefs team.
Right.
Think about, we got a Hallmark movie here. Really, that was based off. Yes, it was really good.
It was cute.
Based off of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, right?
Right.
So you got things like that bring a different amount of revenue stream.
Yeah.
You don't let that just walk.
Check this out.
I'm
though.
sorry.
How many people gonna still come to the games if they losing? Nobody watches losers. This is the W show. Remember that.
It's still Chiefs Kingdom.
Yeah, it's still got Patrick Mahomes.
They're used to losing.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wait. Used to losing.
Yeah.
Y'all just started winning in the 2020s.
Yeah.
But a lot of those. I hated to say it, but a lot of those older people aren't with us anymore. That are used to that. Like we talk about all the time. A lot of these young folks that are the older, they don't know that. 20 and under don't know that.
The older people are in the room with us right now.
Just barely. Just barely.
You've been watching the Chiefs for 3 decades.
What's your wristband say? Philippians 4:13.
Yeah.
All things through Christ.
Exactly.
All things. Okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it to Pat next time I see him. Like, here you go, my brother.
all things through Christ with ages you.
Hey, listen, if the kicker this Sunday slips and falls and they miss another field goal, man, I'm calling up the league like something going on, man. You can't keep having this.
All right. I'm gonna ask y'all a question real quick. There was a list that came out earlier this week about the highest paid female athletes.
Ooh, I saw that.
Can y'all name anybody on that list?
Coco. She's the highest.
Yeah, Coco.
Hey,
was number 12.
Hey, she know that research. Look at
Simone
it.
Biles was at number 11, but Simone and Caitlin, they had the same amount. But Coco.
Tennis.
Let me go get
yeah.
You know who I thought was going to be there before Coco was the other girl, but she took some time off because of mental health. I can't remember her name.
I think
Naomi Osaka.
Yeah. I told
she's
people,
on that list.
I told people I was playing poker. I was like, yo, she may be the first billionaire in tennis or whatever. They was like, well, how do you say that? I was like, well, she treads both races with black and Asian. It's tennis, which is a huge popular sport, and she's a woman and got this woman movement.
But also she has to win.
And then she stopped playing.
Yeah.
And then Coco came in and just,
Here, so let me run down this list for y'all. Coco Gauff, tennis, total earnings $30.4 million. Her salary is only $9.4 million. Endorsements are $21 million. Then you have some freestyle skiing. You have another tennis player, a couple more tennis players. Then Naomi Osaka is at number 6 on that list. Total earnings $15.9 million. Salary is only $870,000. Endorsements are $15 million. And then you have Simone Biles. She's down at number 9 with $11.1 million. Her salary is only $135,000, and her endorsements are $11 million. And then at number 10, can y'all guess who number 10 is?
Caitlin Clark.
Hey, Caitlin Clark. Yep. $11.1 million in total revenue. What do y'all think her salary is at?
200 grand.
Close, 100,000. Endorsements are 11 million.
Yeah.
Dang.
I wish my salary was only.
Well, I just I
want. I did say like only 11.
I wish my
he said
salary was
only 9 million, and I was like,
Hold on. All right. Did they have their dating status next to that money? Single, married, looking?
I mean, I don't know.
What does that have to do with anything?
Hey man, this is the capitalist world. Listen, I'm Mike Capricorn. Let's get it.
Oh my goodness! If you don't go sit down somewhere trying to be a house husband, sit down.
Hey, listen, I'll be the greatest house husband ever. I can cook, I can clean.
Not gonna work.
Hey, but the funny thing about it is, so we talked about WNBA, and how many of you guys know what would y'all say the top, shoe is for NBA athletes?
What do you mean?
Jordans,
like that
Kobe's.
the athletes wear?
Jordans and Kobe's.
Kobe. So Kobe is the number one shoe. Nike Kobe 6, which is the iconic shoe. They are worn by a number of athletes in the NBA at 15,091 minutes worn. That's the number one top shoe. Sabrina Ionescu, number 2.
This is a nice shoe.
Number 2 shoe worn by NBA players. At 7,867 minutes.
It looks like the Kobe though.
This is a shoe.
Very similar. Very similar. So we talk about, women's sports. Would y'all have guessed that a woman's shoe is number 2 on the list behind Kobe?
Yeah, because women shot more than men.
Okay, so this is all making sense now. My kiddo was talking about shoes earlier this week, and he was like, such and such, they got the Sabrinas and da-da-da-da. And I was just, just to drive it, not trying to, invade in the conversation. But, I mean, I see why. I want some Sabrinas,
a little bedazzled one.
Yeah, cool box with nice logo. Sabrina 2. Yeah, that's the second iteration of that shoe.
All right.
They're kind of on the same line. I mean, it's Nike, so it's kind of on the same line as Kobe.
What's the sales ticket going for these? $89.99?
Shoot, you wish it was $89.99. I would say probably about $110, $120. I may be wrong, but
compared to the shoes that are out there, I feel like $110 not bad.
Got that S on there. Y'all remember the S you used to draw with the 3 lines?
Yeah.
That kind of remind me of that. It's a little S.
It just don't have like the point
at
the top.
Since we're talking about shoes as well, Lonzo Ball thinks his father's Big Baller brand shoes possibly are to blame for his injury woes.
God.
They were like, he said that they were like kickball shoes. So
what is
of
a
course,
kickball shoe?
there was a recent profile done by ESPN's Ramona Shelburne and Jamal Collier. Lonzo said, I think it's possibility for sure that they caused my injuries, to be honest with you. He said, I wasn't really getting hurt until I started wearing them.
Hey, good thing
you think?
Good thing the shoe is not in the stock market because it would plummet. Your own
I mean, I'm what are y'all thoughts about him saying that though?
Yo.
It's clearly he's his dad's son. Like that's if the shoe was not selling and you didn't test it out on people, I mean, that's usually what happens. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It just that sounds crazy to me that he actually thought wearing the shoe was going to be beneficial versus all of these other shoes that have been means tested for.
How do you go against your pops though,
man? How? What do you mean? How?
I mean, how do you like, hey son, I got the shoe. Let's make this work.
Nah, I'm not into blind allegiance like that.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's crazy that he said it after all these years. He could have just said, hey, just luck of the draw. Knee injuries happen. Basketball players played on concrete for so many times.
That was another thing they brought up.
So many minutes or whatever. Some things just kind of happen. A tweak here, this here or whatever. But to actually blame it on the shoe, man, I wonder if he had that conversation with his dad before he aired that out. And I wonder what his dad's response is.
No.
Well, I mean, they already got their money. He's got 2 kids in the league. LaMelo's doing well. He's got the $100 million contract. Lonzo still got his money or whatever. So I see that other than it's just being shocking that you out your father like that, which people kind of already knew. Still got the money. He's still living a good life. Still got 2 kids that are professionally playing, and the other one's still trying to get in the league. So that's a success to me.
And then that could be a dog whistle for other companies. Like, hey, I'm looking for an endorsement.
You think he'll get it?
Oh, because if it doesn't work out, he'll
get Reebok.
I mean, yeah, because he could just go wherever now, and he probably isn't under a contract with his dad. So,
I mean, but how many people thought LA Gears was a good basketball shoe?
I mean, Karl Malone, but
I'm laughing because I have a pair.
So it's
it's
weird though, because you mentioned playing on concrete, and we don't see a lot of kids outside playing on concrete. And Lonzo talked about, he said his uncle used to tell me, y'all play too much outside because they were always outside playing on concrete. Said that was at least 15 years. So I mean, all of that can be good for your knees. So
I never heard somebody say you playing outside too much. As
kids, we weren't. We were outside playing
all the time.
Football, kickball, whatever it was.
It didn't
on
matter
concrete.
if it was concrete, grass. It didn't matter what it was.
Line up.
Potholes, rocks.
That's funny.
Yeah. We're here for, of course, Christian Okoye's. They're giving back. Shot with the pro.
Nightmare.
We talked a little bit earlier with Sean Barber, former Chiefs football player, barbershop, friend of the show. And I want to ask you, what would be you got a $200 gift card. What would be the thing that you're going to go buy?
For myself?
Yeah, if you're a kid.
If I was a kid or like now?
Both. Yeah, let's do both.
Okay, if I was a kid, definitely I probably would have went and got like some shoes.
What kind?
The Sabrina Tuesday.
No, yeah. In today's time, well, yeah. Okay, in today's time, I'm getting some shoes. I'm probably going to get like a Stanley Cup. Those are huge.
Stanley, that's $150 by itself, right? Hey, how much are Stanley's going for?
I have no idea. I'm not in that realm.
Yeah, listen.
Because I'm looking at these Yetis right here. I'm like, what
how
could
many
I
Stanley
add?
Cups do you need though?
Just one?
Nah,
until it rusts on the inside.
Yeah, some people need every season's collection.
There's a Chiefs one right now.
I got a Grinch one though the other day.
A Grinch Stanley? What? From where?
From the Getting Place.
From the Getting Place. What? How many Stanleys you have?
I only have one.
Okay.
But I have like the snack thing that you could put around it.
What?
So
It's got accessories.
It has accessories.
It has pockets.
It's a widget.
It does.
It's a widget.
Yeah, you can go on the TikTok shop and buy all type of things.
What?
But
So this came from Temu.
Well,
Temu.
It was a birthday gift.
It came from Temu.
It came from Amazon.
Temu Amazon.
It came from Amazon. Amazing. They have amazing things on there. But I can watch a movie with my Stanley and put my snacks in there and have my water.
It's bedazzled.
It's not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But I can get like a lid for it.
Oh, okay. I seen some of the they have like little trinkets and stuff you can hang off of them.
Yeah. There's
So they're doing them like Crocs now.
Yes. I promise you.
No, I got my daughter a Stitch one. You get like the plain Stanley, whatever, but then you can decorate it with all the stuff.
At what point is this mental illness?
I will say, since having my Stanley, because they are so expensive, it makes me want to use it and drink my water. So like I'd be around the office and just jingling with
hydrate it up.
But I get my intake every single day. But I have to tell you, there's the ice cube tray. Because there's
it's a Stanley ice cube tray.
There is a Stanley ice cube tray. It's 3.
So what makes this different than ice cube trays?
Just says Stanley. You got little S's. The Sabrina S on the Stanley.
So there's 3. There's like the size. Like the bottom of it is like smaller, then it kind of gets like wider as it goes up. So there's 3 in there. So y'all talking about me now, but if I catch y'all with an ice cube Stanley tray,
You won't catch me.
I'm laughing at Q because he said, "What's the ice tray for?"
Wow. I mean, I just want to know what makes it different than the other ice trays.
It's a Stanley ice cube tray.
The price.
Okay.
All right.
Bring it on the show next Saturday.
Makes my cup
of course.
colder.
I'm gonna go grab a couple of Stanleys. I see some down there. I'm gonna go grab some, and we're gonna all each pick out a color. How about that?
We can do that.
All right. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred says that there should be a golden at bat.
He's drunk.
So where once per game, teams will be able to send any hitter to bat regardless of where they are in the batting order.
I just feel like that would be really bad.
Why?
I don't know.
Mm.
Pressure.
Just let them do what they do in the other leagues.
What's that?
Let them wear the gold chains. Let them do the bat flipping. Let them do some taunting. Make the game to where it's like, if you strike me out.
Why do you always choose violence?
Taunting ain't really violence. That's like that's violence.
I was the youngest kid, so I had to defend myself a lot, and I was airborne ranger, so it's kind of hard to click that that switch off. But no, it's like I want to see like the what's my guy's name, the Kenny, when they throwing the ball and you're out of there or whatever.
Yeah.
I want to see that. That will make the game fun. This whole, just go up and hit the ball and look at it go, whatever. Now I want to see the bat flipping like Batista did against the Royals, or whatever. I want to see that.
Yeah.
That makes the game fun because then it makes you as an opponent want to come back at them harder.
Yeah. So, is this idea happening or is it?
No. So he said this earlier last week, and then a couple of days ago he said he walked it back and said, for people who are concerned about the kind of change, I'd make a couple of points. He said, number one, it has to come. It has come out that I've spoken publicly about this kind of change a few years ago, and that was not particularly in favor of it. And he said, and that remains the case. But more importantly, to go from a conversation stage to this actually showing up in Major League Baseball is a very long road. If you don't like the idea, I wouldn't be too concerned about it right now. Right now is what he left it as.
Yeah, no, because it's going to take some consideration. And baseball is a type of sport where they need any combination of things to get people back watching the sport. And you're playing, what do they play, like 170 games, something like that? 180 games, something like that. 162. It's 162. And you play that many games, you need something that's going to get people to watch it. This alone is not going to get people to watch it. But like Mike said, you need to bring some type of excitement back to the game. It doesn't need to be this boring, demure sport. Like we don't.
Very mindful.
Yeah, we don't need players mindful. We need, like he said, we want to see the bat flips. We want to see the celebrations. And baseball doesn't allow that right now with so many unwritten rules. It just makes the game boring.
Yeah.
Bring Kenny Powers, man.
Yeah.
But if you want to see that though, you got the Savannah Bananas. You got a banana ball and watch that.
Now I would love to see the Savannah Bananas play.
You haven't seen them play?
I haven't seen them play yet.
Pretty fun.
But I see all of their like TikTok videos. I know they came here last year maybe, but it was like
not last year, 2 years ago. They had sellout.
Yeah.
Instantly,
yeah. But I think that's fun, but I'm also into like TikTok dances too.
Yeah. And you don't have to go to that extreme. I think there's a medium in there. But yeah, baseball they need something to get people to watch the game.
Yes. I don't know, man. I think is it marketing or is it just the athletes?
It's a whole recipe. Mm-hmm. And right now their recipe is 2 ingredients, water and ice tray.
Where do you think they went wrong or like
what? They went wrong with a lot of the unspoken rules of the game. Like you don't celebrate a home run, you don't like all of these different things, because if you hit a home run on a pitcher and he sees you again and you celebrated and showed him up, then he's throwing a ball at your face the next time. So that's the part of the game that needs to be removed. Like we don't need these. If you want to retaliate, win the baseball game.
Yeah.
All right.
So you mad about the flag? Putting the flag in the middle of the field?
Was that
if you don't want them to plant the flag, beat them in the game.
Win. That's what it's about.
If you don't want the Raiders to circle the stadium, beat them in the game.
You know who started that? Nick Bosa.
He did not start that.
He didn't start that.
He did not. Don't do that.
You trying, but
that was a straight reach.
It's very early in the morning. I need you to do your stretching and calisthenics before you reach like that.
Wow.
You'll pull a muscle.
Since he's talking early in the morning, we're getting ready to talk some coffee here in a minute. El Cafe Cubano is going to join us on the show, Miss Raquel Rodriguez. I mean, don't worry about that. Do you drink coffee first of all?
Yes, brother.
Okay.
24 hours operations, man. I got to be wired.
It's gonna have you wired, all right.
She's gonna come and talk to us about some coffee, first and only mobile Cuban coffee. is in Kansas City.
Like the cigar?
Cuban?
Yo, let's get it. Come on.
This is the W Show. We'll be right back.
Let's get it.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Come spin with us, Kansas City. KC We Spin 360 is the coolest 360 video spinner experience for events. KC We Spin 360 is taking it to the next level. The 360 video spinner platform rental will be the life of the party. Everyone will be talking about their 360 video experience while bragging about it on their social media pages. The captivating slow motion and reverse effects will have your guests feeling like celebrities. The KC We Spin 360 video spinner can capture slow-mo videos, GIFs, and boomerangs from every angle. Specializing in corporate events, weddings, social gatherings, bar bat mitzvahs, school events, and fundraisers, KC We Spin 360 can be found online at kcwespin360.com. Come spin with us, Kansas City.
Your loved ones matter the most. Take the burden away by pre-planning personal arrangements that fit you and your family perfectly. Golden Gate Funeral and Cremation Services will be here to comfort your family and take special requests. Plan and feel confident your loved ones will be less stressed and can console each other in their time of need. We will be here when you need us at 816-231-GATE or visit kcgoldengate.com, exchanging your grief for a golden experience.
Football fans, you can't spell gate without Gates, and great tailgates start with Gates sauces and seasonings. Named synonymous with mouth-watering tailgates. When you make your list of tailgate essentials, add Gates sauces and seasonings to that list. Spice up your tailgate experience with that unmistakable great taste. Available in 4 tantalizing flavors. Classic, sweet, mild, and hot. Find it at your local grocer, and if you don't see it, ask for it. Visit GatesBarbecue.com to purchase any of the great sauces and seasonings. Great tailgates start with Gates.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Come spin with us, Kansas City. KC We Spin 360 is the coolest 360 video spinner experience for events. KC We Spin 360 is taking it to the next level. The 360 video spinner platform rental will be the life of the party. Everyone will be talking about their 360 video experience while bragging about it on their social media pages. The captivating slow motion and reverse effects will have your guests feeling like celebrities. The KC We Spin 360 video spinner can capture slow-mo videos, GIFs, and boomerangs from every angle. Specializing in corporate events, weddings, social gatherings, bar bat mitzvahs, school events, and fundraisers, KC We Spin 360 can be found online at kcwespin360.com. Come spin with us, Kansas City.
Your loved ones matter the most. Take the burden away by pre-planning personal arrangements that fit you and your family perfectly. Golden Gate Funeral and Cremation Services will be here to comfort your family and take special requests. Plan and feel confident your loved ones will be less stressed and can console each other in their time of need. We will be here when you need us at 816-231-GATE or visit kcgoldengate.com, exchanging your grief for a golden experience.
Football fans, you can't spell gate without Gates, and great tailgates start with Gates sauces and seasonings. Named synonymous with mouth-watering tailgates. When you make your list of tailgate essentials, add Gates sauces and seasonings to that list. Spice up your tailgate experience with that unmistakable great taste. Available in 4 tantalizing flavors. Classic, sweet, mild, and hot. Find it at your local grocer, and if you don't see it, ask for it. Visit GatesBarbecue.com to purchase any of the great sauces and seasonings. Great tailgates start with Gates.
You're tuned in to the W with Walls and the Crew, where winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. On 100.1 FM and Facebook Live.
All right, back in on the W Show. We're right here inside of Dick's Sporting Goods. 119th and Knoll is where we are. Shot with the Pro. We have a bunch of Chiefs players walking around, and brought to you by Christian Okoye, his foundation, also Neil Smith, Derek Thomas, Third and Long Foundation. They're giving back to the community. You have a bunch of families and children in need that are getting, each one's getting a $200 gift card, and they're able to go and they have to spend it today. Got to spend it all is what they said.
Fun.
Can I get yours?
My gift card? I don't get a gift card. If I did, you can't have it. What did he just say? I'm getting everything for everybody but you.
Dang, he told you that?
Because he talks so bad.
That's wild.
Hey, but you know what? I give you that. I work on getting you a gift card, but you got to buy a Chiefs jersey.
Sounds fair.
My bad.
You said fun? I get it.
Yeah, that is real fun.
Sounds fun to me.
That's tough.
All right, we have a guest on the show, and she comes with gifts.
Yes, we
I
love
do.
gifts.
I
We
love
love
gifts. Good gifts.
Ms. Raquel Rodriguez with El Cafe Cubano. Thank you for joining us, first of all.
Yes, thanks for having me.
All right, now talk to us about El Cafe Cubano.
Yes, thank you. So El Cafe Cubano is the only mobile Cuban coffee trailer in Kansas City. We launched June 2nd of this year.
Yeah.
And it has been a fun journey. Took me about 3 years to birth it, right? Just getting everything put together, logistics, getting the coffee here, getting things sorted out, and finding a good audience, right? And since then, we have done really well. We're in 2 stores, World Fresh Market and El Mercado Fresco and KCK. We are on Walmart.com now.
Hey.
So with our coffee bags, we have it in whole bean and ground.
Okay.
You can order on Walmart.com, and we're in 2 vending machines at City Hall.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what makes Cuban coffee different than like a Folgers that everybody would know?
Sure. Yeah. Good question. So Cuban coffee is considered a specialty coffee, right? So it's the nut, it's the boldness, and then it's the way we prepare it. It is made with a Robusta coffee bean. So that's the difference. Robusta.
Okay.
So you have Arabica and Robusta. Robusta is typically really strong. Yeah. So yeah, it's just the way we prepare it, and of course how the beans are grown.
So let me ask you this: if I'm trying to wean my way off of like drinking, Red Bull and Monster, things like that, can this help me? Like if I want to just stay up?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You will probably stay up 24
Really?
hours.
24 hours?
Kid you not. Yeah, it's pretty strong. Yeah.
There's been times I've called her and said, "Hey, I need some coffee," so that I can get through my work day, and she'll make it for me.
Good shot. Yeah.
Really?
God found a way, because the night I had last night, I needed all of this.
And I remember someone saying, "I'm not a coffee drinker, but that."
It's almost gone.
No, I'm fighting through it because the thing that I don't like about the taste of coffee is the aftertaste.
Yeah.
You know how with some juices, sodas, whatever you have, the aftertaste doesn't turn bitter. And I think that's what I don't like about coffee.
Yeah.
But if there's enough sweetener in it, and I could deal with it. But I'm also one of those people that if I drink too much caffeine, I crash off of it. And the crash for me is it's fall asleep wherever you are. It's almost like narcolepsy. It's bad.
Wow.
But
Well,
it's
I promise you won't crash.
You won't crash.
You won't crash with this.
look, I hope not, because I got to work after this. So.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Now, just talk about how it brings the culture, together.
Yeah. So I think coffee is just a drink by itself that just brings people together, right? And that was one of our main pillars. Like, how do we keep people together and cherish the tradition and family?
Yeah.
And of course, coffee being that kind of go-to drink, right? People gather over dates, they gather over business meetings and what have you. But I think launching this in Kansas City, we found a gap. We found an absence, right? The Cuban culture in Kansas City is pretty large, but there's not a lot of coffee, not a lot of cuisine, right? You find Mexican restaurants in every corner, right?
Right.
2-3 Cuban restaurants. So just finding that gap and creating that safe space for Cuban culture to come together and like, okay, I live in Kansas City, but where can I find something like home? So birthing El Cafe Cubano, we fill that gap in. And like I said, our main tradition is just to keep that heritage going and bring people together over coffee.
How fulfilling was it when you were able to, watch, talk about 3 years and then actually see your baby come to life?
Yeah. I'm still kind of taking it in. I was telling Tony the other day, I don't think I've just basked in the success because it's just been so rapid. It's been really quick. Launching in June and then 2 stores, Walmart, and then of course just the events that we've been in and the people we've been in front of. So it is very rewarding. And I say I don't do this just for me. I do it for the culture. I do it for the ancestors. I do it for the people that didn't get to live that American dream. And I'm here to do that for them. So it's been rewarding. It's been overwhelming. I've been happy, nervous, anxious, and all the above. But I think it's paying off just seeing the community come together and celebrate and like, oh, I found your coffee in stores, or I ordered it on Walmart. So it is very rewarding to be kind of one of the first to do it.
Yeah. And talk about these. What's in it? The flakes and
I was gonna ask about the floral.
Flakes.
Yeah,
floral.
so it's just crushed rose petals. Yeah, and they're edible.
Yeah.
It's like some Coming to America.
Yeah, it's just crushed petals. Yeah. So you have con leches where we coat the size of it in espresso, sugar, and then our espresso, we whip it to kind of get it that golden fluffy texture and just top it with a little beauty.
Very demure.
Yeah.
Cute. Very classy.
Yeah, you know what? I thought about this when Q just said that, and I'm like, all right, so we're gonna have a word of the day, and we're gonna have to put that. We're gonna have to come up with to say it in the show, and that's what we're gonna go from here on out. It's gonna be a word of the day, and you're gonna have to use it.
Very demure.
I got a word.
So where can people, find your coffee in Kansas City? Yeah. They're out. You're like, hey, I want to drop my get some coffee.
Yeah, good question. So El Mercado Fresco, Metropolitan, KCK, right? World Fresh Markets on 130 Metcalf, Walmart.com.
Okay.
Walmart.com, push Walmart.com.
Yeah.
We are pinning Amazon.
Okay.
And like I said, in City Hall, they have 2 vending machines for small business owners.
Yeah.
And we're in there.
I'm ordering this for the office now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because stuff that we got in the office,
that's not the one, huh?
And you said you really don't drink coffee?
Nah, I don't know.
I love that.
I'm drinking this. I don't drink cold coffee though. But now I'm smashing this.
Yeah, it's really good. It really is. It really is.
Thank you.
Heck yeah. We appreciate you joining us on the show.
Definitely.
You're gonna finish the show out with us while we talking.
Yeah, we love that. Sure.
Are you gonna show these kicks?
What kicks?
You always show these shoes, man.
We talked about Sabrina. That's our shoe of the week. Sorry, shoe of the week.
All right.
No, we do have our sneakers of the week for our hater or love it segment. And before we get to that, I wanna ask you just about the coffee, right?
Yeah.
When you think about coffee beans, and they're all across the world, right? How do you get your coffee, your beans for your coffee?
Yes, so I do have a private supplier that produces our coffee, right? It's not local. Of course, I would love to keep everything local and support local, but
of course,
this particular bean is you can't find it here at least. So we do have our coffee shipped over to us.
Oh,
nice.
That's cool.
Take your
No.
Who's your plug? Bro, come on.
You can't meet Ghost just off of the first introduction. No,
you gonna meet Tom.
Yeah.
Oh man, we do have our sneakers of the week up. First of all, the Nike Air Foam Posit 1, the metallic coppers.
How many weeks have we done foam posits this year?
Not many, because they haven't had a lot of foam posits this year. Yeah,
I feel like we do foam posits a lot.
What do y'all think about those?
I do think they're better than the last couple of foam shoes we've seen.
They're decent. I can see Steve in those.
Yeah, I mean, I like them actually. You put like black fit with some gold accessories with the gold foam pot. Come on,
they look
very
really
demure.
Comfortable. I like them.
I got mine in.
I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm scared of electricity wearing those or something.
Oh my goodness,
I can't do that.
You gonna get shot?
Yeah, I can't do that.
All right, how about the Air Jordan 5 reverse metallics?
Too plain, Jay.
$200?
I mean, they're classic. It's just I'm tired of the not so many variations of the variation of one shoe.
Okay. How about the Kobe Bryant Nike Air Force One Low Lakers home?
I see.
If y'all say one bad thing about these shoes,
no, you could keep those.
Oh,
you
my
could actually
goodness.
keep those.
If they were the high tops like the ones you wore at Rucker Park, yeah.
Okay. And how about the Soulfly Air Jordan? Since we're talking coffee,
the
Cafecitos.
Cafecitos.
Yeah. Now these are the Cuban Jordan vibes. So pretty dope. I mean, you have
like
the brown and the kind of
the cream.
The cream, yeah.
I really like those.
Raquel about to go buy these. What?
I really like those.
Yeah. All right, Chiefs are of course playing out at Arrowhead tomorrow. Who you guys got?
Chiefs, I think, in a close one, but I don't have any confidence in the Chargers to pull this out. Maybe they surprise me, but no confidence.
Really? Okay. Score prediction?
What did I predict it the other day? I think it was like 28-30.
It's real close.
Because I think the Chiefs scored. I think the Chiefs scored 30. They break 30 for this season.
That
so
was spot on, and that was good.
Yeah, put that on the bet.
Who you got?
I got Chiefs winning by 5.
Chiefs won by 5.
I can't go over my spread, man. I need Christmas. I need to shop.
All right.
I gave them some winning tickets if they didn't play it. It's a good week this week, right? Should tell them.
Who you got?
I'm going with the Chiefs.
Same.
Man, I think it's going to be close. It is going to be close.
25-20.
25-20?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah. Because I think the over-under is 42.
I don't
The
know
over-under is what?
with 25-20, though. But I have the Chiefs winning.
Raquel, who you got?
Chiefs for sure.
Okay. And I just want to let y'all know that y'all outnumbered today.
What do you mean? Outnumbered for what?
This is Center High School right here.
Yeah, actually.
In case y'all didn't know. I saved the best for last. You know, I had to throw that up.
Yellow Jackets.
In case y'all didn't know, the Center High School.
Yeah. Be scared. The hive is on the
way. We appreciate, of course, we appreciate Dick's Sporting Goods for having us. We appreciate the Neil Smith Third and Long Foundation, of course, our friend Christian Okoye as well for having us out here. And thank you for Sean Barber for coming on the show, friend of the show, Sean Barber. Thank you, Miss Raquel Rodriguez, for joining us. Real quick, one more time, where can people find you?
World Fresh Market, El Mercado Fresco, Walmart.com.
All right. Until next week, we are out of here.
Peace.
The views and opinions expressed on the W Radio Show by the host, co-host, guests, and call-in listeners are solely the opinions and responsibility of the original source who expressed them. They do not represent the opinions of the W Show, 100.1 FM, 1 Kansas City Radio, Sideline Sports Talk.